All right, welcome back to another workout with the Physio Shop. Today we got Monique working out with us for the first time. Sorry if there's a little background noise today, but Physio Shop's starting to open back up and get people rolling here at physical therapy, so don't mind any extra noise in the background today. For our equipment, we'll need 2 lighter dumbbells. So Mo just has 2-pound weights here, so literally just like a soup can, water bottles, Nalgene's, things like that, so we can do some arm circles. And then we're using the blue table here for some tricep dips, but if you guys have a chair at home, the edge of your couch, coffee table, things like that would work great for tricep dips. And those are the only 2 things that you'll need for today's workout, so feel free to go grab those. And like always, we're going to start with a little warm-up, so I'm going to walk Monique through the hip flow to begin with. So I'll scooch over a little and give her a little room with the blue table there. We're going to start from the head, working down to our hips, and we're just going to rock our head to the left and then to the right, and we'll go for about 6 on each side.
We'll go maybe 20 reps.
And I say about because you know that we always lose count.
Making sure that we're nice and succinct with it, and then we'll build up the weight. And I don't know what I was thinking of 15s, and we'll put 25s on. And then, depending on how well he does.
All right, we'll get about 1 more on each side.
Full plate 45s, or
and then we'll go down to our shoulders. We're just gonna do 6 nice big circles forward and then backwards. This is probably a good one for Monique. She just had a nice softball tournament this weekend. You lost, right?
No, I'm a winner. All I do is win.
Like, I think they made a song about that.
Yeah.
All I do is win.
I think it's about me.
Alright, so once you've done 6 forward, just switch. We already did. Got 1 more. Alright. And then one of my favorites, we're going to go to our hips. So we're just going to do 6 nice big hip circles in each direction. Mo's popping a little. So you can either go all 6, straight through in one direction, or Monique's kind of switching each way. Either is perfectly fine, as long as we get it evened out.
Does not shoot straight off the body. It shoots down here. So this actually becomes a 90-degree angle when you look at the joint surface. The problem is, for a lot of us, they think.
All right, our next one, Mo and I might have to get a little closer so she doesn't hit the blue table. We're gonna come down onto the ground.
And so
we're gonna do 3 down dogs. Coming forward, bring those hips to the ground, and then pushing back.
You got 2 sets, 10 to 12 reps.
Coming back forward at your own pace.
I'll grab a bony so you can see it. I'll show you one other part of the breathing. But
alright, and on this last one, we push back. We're going to kick our left leg back and then step forward with it. We're going to take our inside elbow, our left elbow here, inside of our knee. We're going to press out 6 times, really opening up our hips. And then from there, we'll take our left hand, we're going to thread it through our right arm, and then up to the ceiling, opening up our thoracic spine. We'll go for 6 there.
Did all this quarantine affect your work and everything?
No.
Not so much?
No. Super busy right now.
That's good. All the work.
Alright, and the last one for this side, we're going to take our right hip, and we're just going to dip it down 6 times. Alright, and then we can step back and go 3 more down dogs. And if you're really tight like I am, you're probably relieved to be coming out of that position.
Same.
No matter how much I do it, it's always kind of has a little discomfort level.
So, right there, you can actually feel that. Look how close he is.
And on this last one, as we press back, we'll kick the right leg back. And then step forward, and we'll repeat those same 3 exercises on the right side, so pushing that knee out from the inside. And then that thoracic reach, or thread the needle, as I like to call it.
Okay.
Alright, and then dipping that left hip down and back up.
This is the neck. Yeah. That's what you thought. Go bring your arms back. Your natural arm position is like perfect for it. That's good. It's one of the pieces I teach.
And once you're done there, we'll go 3 more down dogs.
Times in some sort of weights class or any sort of physical education.
Right. Squats to 90. That's another one where you're like, dude, that's actually not 90.
Alright, and we'll stand back up
How'd that feel?
and we'll cap our warm up off with just some nice big reaches up to the sky. Come back down. I'll go for about 6 here. It's really opening up that whole body.
Let's go to 10 pounds.
Nice range of
We
motion.
got 3 sets.
Up on those toes as you reach for the sky.
Potentially anything, honestly, above 6. No matter how we're doing.
Breathing.
Anything above 6 is great. If you feel
All
like
right.
you still crush 10 or more.
So, today's workout. Mo's gonna run us through a little demonstration of each one of them. So we're starting today off with tricep dips. So we'll be using the table like I said before, but grab your chair or your coffee table. So Monique's gonna have both her hands on the edge of the table. You can either have your legs straight like Monique does now, or you can bend them at 90 degrees. Modify it a little, make it a little easier. Monique's gonna lower down and press back up. She's gonna lower her hips down and press back up, just like that. So we're going 60 seconds, so those will add up. So pace yourself even. I've had Reed do these, and by the end of 60 seconds, he's dead because he just goes out too hot. So they add up, pace yourself. Second exercise, we're gonna hop on the ground. Monique's gonna do Flutter Kicks. So little core exercise here, laying flat on the ground. Feet are going to be elevated, and she's going to kick those feet alternating up and down. She's really engaging her core and focusing on keeping that lower back pushed to the ground. So we'll go a minute there, 15-second break, and then she's going to stay on the ground, but just roll on over. So don't waste energy standing up like she did. We're going to do a plank, so she's going to be on her elbows, just like a normal plank here. Back is straight, head is in line with everything, and she's going to alternate raising her leg up and bringing it back down and then raising the other one. So nice and controlled. Going to get those glutes activated more and force you to control that core. Awesome. And then really getting back to basics with this next one, we're just going to do bodyweight squats. Okay, so her feet are going to be a little wider than shoulder width apart. As she, yeah, perfect, giving them that little angle. As she squats down, her weight's back on her heels, her back is straight, and she's coming at least to 90 degrees. Yep, there we go. And you can tell she's putting her hands out in front of her to help kind of counter those hips going back and, you know, balance that weight a little more. And then, fifth exercise, we'll grab our weights or our soup cans, water bottles, whatever you guys have at home, and we're going to be going arm circles. So, Monique's going to start in one direction, nice and controlled. She's actually engaging her core quite a bit right now to prevent her from swaying back and forth. We're going to go 30 seconds one direction, I'll tell you halfway, and then we'll switch and go the other. For our cardio, like always, we've got 2 minutes of cardio, minute each exercise. We're going to go quick feet, so that classic football drill. Yep, just kind of, yeah, you can have those hands up in like that defensive stance and tapping those feet nice and quick off the ground. And then going into a little more of a rhythmic A skip. So driving that knee up. Yep, just like that. And you can tell Mo has a nice little hop or skip in between each one. Getting that knee nice and high. Alright? So, we'll start about 15 seconds with those tricep dips.
I feel like I've seen a post of yours on this page, Facebook called Parsons.
5 seconds. So remember, you can have those feet straight to make it a little harder, or you can bend them. Ready, begin.
One more.
Let's do it.
And I wasn't lying before when I said Monique played in a softball tournament. I did lie when I said she lost, though. They did win, but she was telling me right before we started filming that she was actually a little sore, those shoulders. So
The bounce back isn't as good.
she's getting too old, right?
Yeah.
So I know these tricep dips are really hitting her today.
That hurt. That hurt.
Not hurt, but like, damn.
But Monique's doing an awesome job. Remember, if you start with those legs straight out and it starts to get a little hard, bring them in. Don't feel like you need to stay in one position the whole time. You can stay up at the top for a couple seconds if you just need to pause, just like that. Yep. And then go back into it as you recover a little. We got 6 seconds left, so get those last few reps in. Make sure you're pressing through your heels. And time.
One more of these?
All right. 15-second break. We're going into our flutter kicks.
If it's hurting, like you're saying, if we're crossing that pain threshold, we'll adjust.
Definitely.
In 3, 2,
6.
1,
I can feel my
begin.
muscles right now.
So Monique
Let's do
raises
6
her legs
seconds.
off the ground and she's just gonna flutter them up and down, alternating. And the hardest thing here is keeping that lower back to the ground. So really make sure you're tilting those hips, keeping that back flat on the ground. A good way to encourage that is to have those feet a little higher. The higher you have your feet, the easier it'll be. It's harder to have those feet high, but it's easier to keep your back to the ground.
Shoulders still feel okay?
It's a little that one.
A little touchy?
A little touchy, but.
Okay. Now we're dropping down to just the 25s. Okay.
You guys are doing awesome.
And then do a set.
If you don't, we have a nice soft surface here, but obviously if you're on, a rougher carpet or hardwood floor, you can stick those hands underneath your hips just to get that tailbone off the ground a little and actually help that lower back tilt underneath you a little more. We're almost there. And time. Alright, rolling right over. We're going into our plank with alternating leg lift. Did you feel that in your core?
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be nice.
I'll see about this next one.
Yeah, double core exercises. 2, 1, begin. Alright, so starting in that plank position, Mo's nice and flat. She has a nice flat back, which is awesome. Keeping that head neutral, so don't be looking up and straining that neck up. And also don't be, looking towards your toes. You want to keep it nice and neutral. And have those alternating leg lifts be really controlled, just like Monique's doing. It's not about speed. You want to keep those hips nice and square. And if that leg lift becomes just a little too much, you can just pause in that plank position, like Monique's demonstrating right now. Perfect. Rest for a few seconds, and then you go back into the leg lifts as you
I
recover.
feel like that when you're young.
You guys are doing awesome. Almost there. 10 seconds.
I just turned 38.
Yeah. You got me by a couple, man.
Hang in there. And time. It's challenging. Those back-to-back core exercises are always rough. But next, we're going into our bodyweight squats. 3, 2, 1, begin.
I would say we can apply that same principle to the dumbbells.
All right, Monique's doing awesome. That weight is back on her heels. As she lowers down, she sticks her hips back, keeping her back straight.
How do it feel?
Burning, man.
Yeah.
Noodly arms?
Yeah.
Good.
And you can really challenge yourself by trying to get lower. You can add weight, so if you do have a dumbbell or a kettlebell or just, a bag of dog food or something, you can grab that, small child maybe. Grab that, add a little weight to this.
One more, let's go.
If these are a little tricky for you, you can always add a chair, or like our blue table here would be perfect, the edge of your couch, just so you can sit down for a second, come back up. Sit down, come back up. Or help you get that depth. Pick a lower object, tap your bottom on it. And time. Alright, 5th exercise. We got our arm circles. So remember, we're going 30 seconds each direction. I'll let you know when we're halfway. And 2 pounds, I think, is like the perfect weight. If you try to do this like 5-pound weights, you're going to be feeling it. Ready, begin.
Why is it weight 180 since the arm?
So, pick a direction. Remember, we'll switch halfway. So they're not giant circles. Monique's making nice little circles. They maybe have like 6-inch diameter.
I go up or down.
And really engage that core so that you're not swaying back and forth. Really make this a total body exercise by controlling all that extra movement. And ready, switch.
I was shocked. I was expecting 190, 195, 180.
Those weights getting heavy, Mo?
Yeah. Going backwards is a little harder.
Yeah, when
Sure.
it's almost like a relief when you switch
Yeah.
directions, but then like 5 seconds later, you're like, wait,
Yeah.
no, my arms are still burning.
Focus on more control right now.
I carried a lot of muscle.
5 seconds left. Keep going. Get those last few circles in. And time. Alright, we're going into our cardio now. So we're starting off with those quick feet, and then we're going to go right into the A skip. So no 15-second break in our cardio round. Alright, 3, 2, 1, begin. So again, this is one where it's important to pace yourself. Full minute. So that minute really can add up. Yeah. So Monique's doing awesome. She's not coming very high off the ground, which is exactly what you need to do. Just being nice and quick with it. Quick feet. Nice and light.
Make sure to listen to an upbeat song, because it
Yeah,
helps.
you gotta listen to something like nice and quick, some Eminem maybe
Yep,
or
there
something
you
where
go.
you're just like rapping like crazy. Going nice and quick. Alright, we're over halfway, so keep it going. Wipe that sweat away. Yeah. 15 seconds left, so if you got that extra gear, you got that extra speed, use it now. If you're struggling, just maintain. Just try to maintain it. Hang in there. And time. All right, we're going right into our A skips. Ready, begin. So this one's a little more rhythmic.
Skipping down the yellow brick road.
Yeah. So this is basically, you know, if we were traveling, if Monique was going forward, this is your typical playground skip almost. Except we're just exaggerating that knee drive a little more. You want to give him a side view, Monique? There you go. And she has that nice little hop in between each one. 30 seconds left. We can tell Monique doesn't do a lot of skipping. She's starting to breathe a little
Yeah.
heavier.
No cardio ever.
This is a good one. Get your kids involved, you know. Skipping.
Maybe some hopscotch squares.
Yeah, there you go. There we go. 10 seconds left. So just as before, if you have that extra gear, use it now. Make sure you're still getting that knee high. And time. All right. That was an awesome first round. We're going to take a 2-minute break now, and we'll be back. Alright, back for round 2. Monique's nice and recovered. A little, right?
Yeah.
Not completely.
Yeah, I still want that heart rate up.
We'll start in 15 seconds. We're going with those tricep dips. So set yourself up, grab that chair, the edge of your couch or whatnot. And like always, we got our trivia. 2, 1, begin. So this is Monique's first time doing trivia, so we'll see how smart she really is. I tried to pick a category that was right up her alley, softball. So, just came from a tournament. So we'll see how well she actually knows her softball. Start her off easy. What does the letter K stand for?
Out.
What type of out?
Like a strikeout.
A strikeout. Yep. So if you see like the billboard, the scoreboard at a baseball game, and you see the letter K's, it means that the pitcher struck somebody out. So a lot of K's is really good. What's even better than the letter K is a backwards K. So what is that? What does a backwards K mean?
Is that like a strikeout?
Well, yeah, it's still a strikeout, but it's a specific type. Almost there. Time.
Man, I'm not a pitcher. That one's hard.
Oh, come on. I feel like this is kind of... So it's something that the batter doesn't do that results in a backwards K. Ready? Going into our Flutter Kicks. 2, 1, begin. Monique was getting used to that rest right there sitting on the blue table.
I was thinking, can't do 2 things at once, I guess.
She's not as bad as Zach. Zach will I'll be like, and go, and he won't start the exercise. He'll just be thinking about the trivia question. I'm like, Zach, we're exercising.
Is that when the batter doesn't swing at anything?
So it's when a backwards K means the
pitcher does.
The batter
swing.
struck out. He
3
didn't,
strikes.
but he didn't
Swing.
swing at the last
Okay.
pitch. So he didn't even try.
Gotcha.
Got struck out.
Well,
So
I
backwards
guess-
Ks are even better.
Yeah.
All right. What does ISF stand for? Ten seconds left here with those flutter kicks. Make sure you're keeping that lower back to the ground. And if the flutter becomes a little difficult, you can just hold those feet straight out. Time.
ISF.
ISF.
Does that have to do with defense or offense?
Ooh, it has to do with, it's more of an organization. It's an acronym for an organization. We're going into our plank with alternating leg lift in 2, 1, begin.
An organization.
Yep,
The
so
softball?
ISF. So the S stands for softball.
International.
You're onto something.
Softball. What's the last acronym? F?
F. Oh, come on. You're so close.
International softball.
Not association, not corporation, not...
But it's an F.
Starts with an F. Yep, don't
I
forget
know,
those legs.
don't forget those.
Hopefully you guys at home caught that before we did. It was about halfway you caught yourself.
Okay.
But you gotta take a little break, that's fine. Lower that knee down for a few seconds and then pop right back up. 10 seconds left here, so Mo's gonna hang on for those 10 seconds. She's gotta earn this answer. Oh my goodness, Mo. You're gonna be kicking yourself. Are you ready for it?
Facility?
Federation.
Federation, oh my gosh.
Come on. Alright, hopping back up. We're going into our squats in 3, 2, 1, begin. Aren't you killing yourself?
I guess
You're
I was
killing
never a
yourself.
part of it, so I never learned it.
International Softball Federation. Yep. So they're the ones that host like the Softball World Championships and big international tournaments and stuff. So, can you tell me who won the first ISF Women's World Championship? What nation?
USA?
Nope.
Japan?
Nope.
China?
Nope.
Who else plays? Brazil?
No.
Mexico?
Nope.
Ukraine?
Nope.
Germany?
South of the equator.
South Africa?
No, that's a continent.
Oh, South Africa.
Nope. Think it's like a giant island down under.
Costa Rica?
Time. All right. Going into our arm circles. Think kangaroos.
Australia?
Yep. Australia won the first women's world championship. All right. 3, 2, 1, begin. And I will try my best to tell you to switch halfway. Sometimes I get too much into this trivia. All right. The U.S. Olympic team has won how many consecutive gold medals? What's the most consecutive gold medals they've won?
4?
Nope.
Is it more or less? Can I phone a friend?
Yeah, sure. Go grab your phone.
5?
Nope, less.
3.
Yeah. So the U.S. women's team has won 3 consecutive
Did you say switch?
gold medals. Switch. I did not say switch. So we went about 40 seconds there. I'll just make you guys do an extra 10 seconds.
On the back end.
This direction. Here. That's my fault.
I was like, man, this is the longest 30 seconds ever.
See, I forget. I get too into the question.
Whew.
All right. Yep. 1 minute there. All right. Quick break, and then we're going into our cardio. So starting with the quick feet. All right. So they won 3 consecutive gold medals. What years were they? 2, 1, begin.
The Olympics should have been this year, right? The Summer Olympics?
Yeah.
So then they didn't play 4 years ago because it wasn't in the Olympics. So it's not in 16. And they didn't win the last one either. 16 minus 4 is 12. So not in 12. 12 minus 4. 8.
It's hard to do math when you're
I
working
know.
out, isn't it? Even just like minus 4.
2008.
No.
Am I still like?
They got silver in 2008.
Oh, so that's okay. So then 2004.
Yep.
2000.
Yep.
1996.
Yep, you got it. So in 96, 2000, 2004, less than 10 seconds, the U.S. Women's Olympic team won 3 consecutive gold medals. That's pretty impressive. And then in 2008, they got silver to, do you know who?
Japan?
I don't, ready? Are we going right into our
Okay.
skips? Ready? Go. I don't think so. I think
China?
it was Australia.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I don't have that
Okay,
written down.
go Google
I
that
have
right
to-
now
I
and
have
let
to
me know.
Remember what I was researching. I think it was Australia.
I got all their signatures when I was a kid though.
Really?
Yeah, I got to see them play.
Wait, so one of these, what, 2000 was in Sydney? Is that one? Did you go to like?
No.
Okay.
So they played a community college in Prescott.
Oh yeah, because they always do like big,
Yep.
yeah, like spring leagues and stuff
Yep.
down there.
So one of my summer ball teams took us and we went to go down on the field and we got all their signatures.
That's awesome.
Yep.
All right, we got 10 seconds left here. We'll finish this out and we'll save the rest of the trivia for round 3. So close. Time. All right, awesome job. 2-minute break. We'll be back for round 3 and we'll be done. Round 3. Here we go. We're going to start in 15 seconds, starting with our tricep dips. And back to some softball trivia. Hopefully we got some softball fans, at least some baseball fans watching. All right, 3, 2, 1, begin. So he's probably getting those arms burning. Mo's probably hurting round 3 here. But, all right, so we left off. Olympic team just won 3 consecutive gold medals. How many players are on a U.S. national team or Olympic team?
17,
Nope.
20,
Nope.
more or less.
Less.
15.
15. 15. So
We
15 players. Only 15 players in the entire nation.
We had 15 players on my college team too, so I feel like that's a standard.
Yeah, pretty sad. How many people are on the field?
9.
9? Okay. Yeah. So you got 6 people, kind of alternatives, rotate through.
They burn
They
people.
do. 10 seconds left. So power through, get those last few reps in. That's crazy. I think 15 people on an entire national team, like out of the
You're
whole
the
nation.
best of the best right there.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's kind of, and now I'm thinking about it like running wise too, like out of all the marathoners in the nation, only 3 of them get to go to
Yeah.
the nation, like, or the Olympics or
Right.
Worlds. All right, 3, 2, 1, begin. Flutter kicks. All right. When was softball eliminated from the Olympics? When was it removed from the Olympics?
After 2008.
When was it removed the first time?
Oh, the first time?
The first time.
I didn't even know there was a first time. I just
Mhm.
know the last time.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of sad.
I guess we just win too much. I don't know. Like 80s?
So it was removed in 1969, which is like an off year. So they obviously decided in between cycles that softball was going to be eliminated, removed from the Olympics. When was it reestablished? 5 seconds left here. Good. If those flutter kicks are getting a little tough, just hold those legs out straight. Time. You almost had it. You had like 10
I know.
seconds.
Probably stopped like 5 times.
All right. Plank with alternating leg lift.
Don't forget the alternating.
Yeah. All right. 3, 2, 1, begin. So when was softball reinstated in the Olympics?
1992?
Nope.
Before? Well, clearly before.
'Not necessarily.
1984?
Nope. More recently. So,
Oh, it was just recently instated, like, what, this year?
well, no, like, more recently than the date you said. More recently than 84. There you go. Get those leg lifts.
82?
Nope. More recently.
78?
No, like more, like closer to current time. 6 seconds.
Tell you what, Tom,
Mo's
Keegan-
struggling to like
talking and
think
planking.
and exercise, and I'm stumping her. Time. All right, we're going into our squats. So softball was reinstated back into the Olympics in 1996. So when the U.S. won and went on to win 3 consecutive times. 3, 2, 1, begin. Squats. So yeah, and then sadly it was removed again, I think
Yeah.
in 2012.
Mm-hmm.
But it is supposed to be back in the Tokyo Olympics.
Yep.
So 2020, now 2021. So they're just going back and forth, like
Yeah.
removing it, adding it, removing it, adding it. Kind of a shame.
Just pick one,
Yeah. All right.
and hopefully just adding it real quick.
Yeah, no. Just keep it permanent. What's the fastest softball pitch by a female ever recorded?
Softball pitch.
Or softball thrown.
So,
The way it was, the fact was written, it said thrown.
thrown, okay. 75?
Nope, a little slower.
73?
5 seconds left. Nope, slower.
70?
Slower.
69.
Oh, basically, so 68.9 miles per hour.
Man.
All right, we're going into our arm circle, so grab your weight. I will tell you to switch halfway this time, hopefully. All right, in 2, 1, begin. Do you know who it was by?
Jenny Finch?
No, it was by Zara May from Australia.
Oh man.
Do you know what the fastest a male has thrown a softball?
Ooh.
That's recorded.
102?
Ooh, very, very close. You're 1 mile per hour off. Which direction do you go? You go up or down?
I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and say 103, but
Switch. There it is. 103. 103 miles per hour. Eddie Biner from Washington. No, I don't know who that is. But he's thrown the fastest
Nationals?
softball. All right. Ooh, how about a little softball, like origin? Do you know when softball can be like dated back to its origin, its creation? In time, what date? Going into our cardio with the quick feet.
I want to say like 1940s,
Nope, earlier.
like 1800s.
Mm-hmm. Late. 2, 1, begin.
1880?
Ooh, in the 80s, yeah. 1887.
Woohoo!
Do you know who invented softball?
Probably a guy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't want to. I mean, it could be a female. I don't want to judge if they have a traditional
Hey, we're still
male
playing
name.
now though, so it's alright. And now men play softball. Still pitch softball.
Hmm. So it was George Hancock invented softball. Do you know where the city, the town that softball is accredited to being invented in?
Kentucky?
Nope.
Oh, you said town, not state.
Well, yeah, it is a state.
Well, can I put the state and you tell me the town?
You can start with the state, yeah, and then we can narrow it down if you want.
Are we talking
Keep it going.
West Coast or East Coast?
Man, you can't like give it away. Middle of the country. All right, we're going right into our A skips. Ready, begin.
Iowa? State?
Nope. I used to live in this state.
Connecticut?
Nope. That's East Coast. Where's the only like Midwest state that I lived? I mean, how well do you know me?
Oh gosh.
Where did I come from before?
Ohio?
No.
Michigan?
No. South of Michigan, west of Ohio. Now Mo needs to think geography.
No. Chicago?
Directly, that's a town. There's a city, that's not a state. So I lived in Illinois, but Chicago is the answer.
Oh,
of
see,
where-
well, I got the general.
Chicago is the answer. Alright, last one. We got 15 seconds left. What is the NCAA home run record? Most home runs hit by an individual in a 4-year career.
Ooh.
3, 2, 1.
105?
Ooh, close. 95. 95 home runs by Lauren Chamberlain from Oklahoma in 2015. Graduated with 95 home runs in her NCAA career. But that's it, Mo.
That's
Nice
awesome.
job. She needs to brush up on her softball trivia.
I do.
Just a little bit. But thanks for working out with us, and we'll definitely see you guys next time.